Hey guys, Archie live in the studio. I'm just going to get right to the point. Things are very bad. I'm just putting the link in the description here. Come onto the show now. I'm just sending the link out now, guys. We need to get this thing happening here. Things are really bad. Oh my God, it's just everything is a disaster. It's a disaster. It could not get any worse. They outlaid over $1,000 to get my son into accommodation. Absolute disaster. That's all I can say. Absolute disaster. That's what it is. It's an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. I don't know what to do, man. It's just terrible. Everything is gone. It's gone very bad. It's gone very bad, and you know, I don't want to see him homeless. I don't want to see things get terrible there. But what can I do? There's a limit to what I can do. So anyhow, guys, yeah, just a bit down at the moment there. So let's get some people on. Come on, guests. I need some guests on the program. What is the hold up? Let's get these guests on here now. The good news is Truck Tire Glenn is alive and well. He's selling Indian and Vietnamese truck tires now. China, Trump has stopped. He can't sell Chinese tires because of the tariffs. So yeah, that's what's happened. It's completely changed the face of modern cheap truck tires. You know, it's yeah, I got to tell you, man, it's very tough. It's very tough. It's very tough. It's a disaster. Yeah, truck, tire. I gotta tell you, man, I'd like to see some super chats. Let's get these super chats on the road. I'd love to see the super chats happening because, you know, in times of crisis, it's good to have some super chats coming in. So what's going on? What's going on indeed here? Come on, guys, come on. The invites have been sent out now. I don't know what's going on, man. Where's the beep? We just went live, straight live, you know. Okay. Yeah, this is the way it's gone there. Everything's it can be rather difficult. Invites just received. Okay, blue shirt. Rich buddy, come on. I'm sinking fast. I'm sinking very, very, very fast. I need the help. That's what I need, guys. I need the help. I need some help. I'd like to have some help. That's what I'd like to do there. Can I get some help from you guys? Is there any chance? Here we go. Super Neutron Star, $5. Love you, Arch, the one and only Pontiff. Thank you, Super Neutron Star. It's very tough. It's very tough. It's very hard indeed. What else can I say there? It's I don't know what to say. GB $1. GB $1, thank you. Is there any of these guys want to come on? Come on, guys, let's get somebody on. Come on the channel, we can chat, talk, watches. $3. James Con 11. Bring up the ARCHIELUXURY website and review. James Con 11. Well, it's all it is my website. There's nothing much. I haven't put much new content on there, guys. Everybody.
Okay. Hey, hello.
How are you?
Hey, okay.
Things are bad. Things are bad.
You know, I was going to just start off with some watch talk. What about, somebody was asking me today, what do you think of these OP41s? Do you think they're going to go to $15,000-$20,000? Are they going to just go crazy? What's going on with these things? Is it just a fad?
Look. They're great stuff to have there. Hello, David. How are you?
Hey, Arch. How are you doing?
Not so good. Not so
You
good.
you looked lonely, so I thought I would join you.
Hey, that's great, David. Look, these OP41s, I got to tell you the truth there, man. I think they're cool. The colors are cool. The size is cool. It's all very happening.
Yeah.
The only problem is there's absolutely no substance there. I mean, what is it?
How do you figure?
It's just a simple automatic Rolex with no date. Not a sports watch. Nothing special it does. It's just the base. The basic watch. You can't get much basic than that. It is the base, right?
Sure.
And it just shows you how pathetic and screwed up this world is when everyone wants just simple basic things like that. I mean,
I was going to say simple. Maybe everybody's coming back to simple during a time like this.
It's not about their coming back.
It's cheaper.
There's no sports Rolex available. So I got to tell you, Rich Buddy, I think it's just a sign of the times. This is the Rolex games they play. I mean, seriously, you should be able to walk into a Rolex dealer and buy a Submariner. What makes a Submariner so special? We're living in the 21st century, and let's be honest, it's not that special. They produced millions of them. It's just crazy madness. That's the way I see it. There's a lot better. I mean, I'd rather have a Lange any day of the week than a Rolex, a basic Rolex. That's my view. That's my view.
It is interesting, the price discrepancies on a brand like Lange, especially some of the real popular and well-known references like the datagraphs, and that they don't hold their value. It's kind of just amazing in a watch market like this. I'm very surprised. I wouldn't know what the explanation is for it other than just supply and demand. Simple as that.
100%. Just out of interest, this is the ARCHIELUXURY website. Guest appearances. Believe it or not, I actually got some travel gigs out of this. So it never hurts to advertise. This channel here, I've still got things for sale. This is from years ago. No, I decided to keep it. Yeah, there we go. These are from years ago. Man, these were some watches I was selling off there. It's amazing. It's amazing indeed. I got it. So that's the ARCHIELUXURY.com website, and that links to the Louis Vuitton website. Geez, that was updated in July 2013. Jesus Christ. It's like a lot of things I've done, I've lost steam. You know that? I lost steam, guys. I lost the steam. David Coffey, how is your wonderful collection going?
Doing pretty good. We're looking at a couple more pieces, but we
What
just
do you
picked up.
specialize in? What's your genre? What's the genre for you?
Well, I'm a bit of a Rolex fanboy. I just picked up, like Blue Shirt did, the 126613 BL, the new Bluesy in 41 mil.
I gotta
Nice.
say that
Congratulations,
41 mil
David.
size is amazing. That size, I think, is perfect.
Yeah,
It
it's
wears
good
a little bit
size.
differently. I've got the original Bluesy, and it wears a bit differently than that. It's a bit more contour to the wrist, not quite as doesn't feel quite as top heavy, even though it's bigger.
Yes. I gotta tell you, in all honesty there, I'm really quite sick of these games that Rolex plays. It becomes everything they do to make supply harder seems to work in their favor. And I gotta be honest with you, it's a very interesting game. I think this is completely rigged. A normal company, if people want more product, you produce more, don't you?
Certainly.
I think there's been a number of factors that have happened. The Chinese have gotten onto the scene. The Chinese, I think, is what's driving this Rolex shortage. It's also, I believe, too, that a lot of collectors now, compared to the 90s, in the 90s you had one or two expensive watches and you had some filler garbage.
Mm-hmm.
I blame myself for this. See, I've told people it's garbage, it's shiters. I've told them this. And they've realized, hang on a minute, he's right. So they've realized that if they want to have a watch collection, you need amazing stuff. You need amazing stuff. Here we go. Joe Guerreros, $2. If you came into a lot of money, would you still do YouTube? You betcha. I love my YouTube. I do. Depends how much money. Sometimes with YouTube, I really hate it. I really get sick of it. You agree with this, Rich Buddy, don't you?
Sure. Yeah.
You get burnt out and sick of it, and people attack you, and it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not as easy as you think there.
No, it's something different every month.
Yeah. And I got to be honest with you, it's very tough. I find it hard to do these sort of things. It's
And when things are a little tough in your personal life, it makes it even a little less likely to want to come on.
Yeah. You kind of what do? I make so little out of the YouTube. I kind of try and just make it my life because I'm trying to scratch a living out of it. It's I got to be honest with you, it's very tough at the moment. It's I wish I could sell some of the watches I've got. I would like to realign my collection. You get a few people come to you with crazy, are you selling anything? But they're bargain hunters. They're bargain hunters. I mean,
Sure.
They're how would you put it? They're vultures. Vultures. They want. Just slow down a bit there. I'll sell when I want to sell. It's not when. And I've got to be honest with you.
But the Calatravas have come up though, so.
Oh, they have.
I mean, at least I know the 5196 has appreciated. What about the others?
What's a 5196 cost you now? What would they cost you to buy one? If you wanted to buy one, what are you going to pay for one?
19,000. Pretty sure.
Second hand, you mean? No.
Yeah, they've gone up.
Hand.
Yeah.
So, Arch, what would you sell first, and what would you buy first? Out here.
Look, the problem is you got to realize I'm in Brisbane, right? This isn't the the cost center of the world. Okay, Brisbane is very limited what is available and what you can do. Hisham Habib, it's been long, buddy. Have a drink. Thank you. I will have a drink. Yeah, I gotta be. What would I sell? What would I buy? I've got two 5127s, so there's no point to have two of them. I'd actually sell that, and I want to reduce a few of my debts there. Okay, that's what I'd like to do, because it's been very tough. Okay. Just out of interest, that's $20. 1,000 rupiah is 20 Australian. Thank you so much, Hashim. I'd like to reduce a bit. You know, I got to be honest with you. If I would really, I'm thinking about just going full white album, and what I'd like to do is completely. I don't mind if I have a drink myself there. I would like to go completely. I reckon, how many watches do you need? Probably 4 or 5 is more than enough. I'd like a Speedy. Cheers. I'd like a ceramic. I'd like a Rolex, some sort of Rolex. I don't even know which one, but I'd like a Rolex. Maybe Explorer 242. I would like, yeah, so I tell you honestly, I would like to have, I think 4 or 5 watches is perfect. I'd want to get rid of most of my stuff. But I'm not doing it at the moment, you know.
I think you're going to have some good opportunities once you shed 1 or 2 of those watches. It's going to give you some big money, because whatever you're going to buy is going to be half the price of what you're getting rid of.
Yeah. Yankee Doodle, $2. Would you consider 4 additional 5127s? Yeah. By the way, guys, I'm just going to go into the. I got my cup of tea, because I've run out. I can't afford coffee anymore. Okay, let me go and get my cup of tea. And we
someone super chat the man for a good cup of Starbucks coffee, made the good old Brisbane way.
I'll go and get it now. I'll be back in one tick. Just cover me for a minute.
You need a coffee mug to mug so that the Clivers can come on. Is what you need. Where's that dog trainer at when you need him? Is he the only one with the coffee mug? So what's going on, Dave Coffee? How are you doing? Nice to talk to you.
Good. How are you doing, bud?
Good. So you said you just picked up the Bluesy, huh?
I did. Pretty interesting. My AD called me and said, hey, I just got this in, and it was literally, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks after it was released, and said, do you want it? And I said, let me come down and look. So I already had the original Bluesy, the 116613, and said, yeah, I'll swing down and take a look at it. And it's really kind of a completely different watch than the older version of Bluesy.
So you have the old royal blue ceramic or the Smurf blue ceramic?
The old royal blue ceramic.
Okay, how's the royal blue of this one compared to the prior?
I'm back, guys.
The prior year. How's the blues? Are they the same blue or are they different?
The dial's a little bit different blue on the 126613. On the new one, it's a little bit darker, more vibrant blue. And then it, like I was saying earlier, it just wears completely different with the slightly bigger, 41 mil on this. It doesn't feel quite as top heavy.
Here we go, guys. We've just got the dog trainer and Sovereign have joined us. Hello,
Mark.
dog trainer.
What? Oh, you're good.
Hey, Sovereign.
Oh, geez, somebody. I must have fallen
Hello,
asleep.
Sovereign.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, gentlemen. How do you do?
Hey, Sovereign, I've
How
got
about
some
you?
news for you.
Welcome from the bogan capital of Brisbane, Queensland, Australia.
Guys, I got some good news. There's going to be a vlogs, Archie Luxury vlogs, released tomorrow morning. It has got an update. Super chat. I'll get to that in 1 minute. It's a vlogs that's going to be released tomorrow morning. It's got Truck Tire Glenn. He's now selling Indian and Vietnamese truck tires. And I've also got, listen to this. I've also got footage of the lunch I went to with Andrew and Sovereign. Slurping noodle included. DP $5. New OPs on secondary dealer website already for $2,000 over retail. Shame you can't go to AD and get one. Paying over retail for anything is nonsense. Well, it's supply and demand. Supply and demand. And we got Blue Shirt Buddha. He's back. Hello.
Hey,
Blue
thanks
Shirt.
for having me on. I'll see you guys a little later. My wife is
you-
pulling me off. I gotta
See you
go.
later.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
Blue Shirt
Oh.
Buddha.
Lucky Rich
Hello,
Buddy.
Pontiff. Hello, son.
What happened? I was treading water there. So Blue Shirt. What happened? What happened, Blue Shirt?
Hello,
Come on,
Mark. How
Blue
are
Shirt.
you?
Pull your socks up. You should have been on earlier.
Hey, Dave. How are you enjoying the? It's nice to speak to you, first of all. But I understand you got a bluesy as well.
I did. I think about the same time you got yours. So loving it.
Yeah, it's a great watch, isn't it?
David's a good bloke. He's always a gentleman fister. Always been respectful. Always been a good fister.
Savron, what would you think about your own special line of mouthwashes?
Junky
Well,
flavored.
just what flavor do you think it should come in? Carrot.
I was
Hey,
going to say
hey,
tuna
wait,
casserole.
Actually, it's funny you say that. Me and Sovron, we're working on a very, very good Vietnamese
Oxley
hand
State
wash.
High.
Remember
Sovron
the
and
hand
I.
wash I introduced you to?
It's going to be a mouthwash called I Give You Two.
What do you think of
Oh,
the hand
honestly,
wash? It's the
when
non-alcoholic
we went to that
version.
restaurant-
Sovron?
We went to that restaurant. Honestly, they're supposed to have alcoholic-based hand sanitizer, but it was like someone ejaculated in a bottle of Dettol. Honestly,
Nice.
it was disgusting. It was.
Pontiff, you missed the super chat from Andy Man back at 7:55. $2.
Ooh. Andy Man, let's get Andy Man up there. Andy Man, $2. Thank you. How about selling a Patek to a cardinal to sell for you? Sending a Patek to a cardinal to sell for you.
Send it to Chicago. The Chicago Mafia and I will be happy to take care of you and your needs.
They did a
I
great
gotta-
job on the 1016.
It did indeed.
I got to tell you guys, I think myself at the moment, I got some really bad personal things I'm dealing with.
Yes, we remember. We saw. Although,
Oh my god!
you know,
I had to bribe him. This is how bad it was. I had to bribe him to go and get a new place yesterday.
Why?
Because he just, I'm busy packing. I said,
Well,
you don't
what would
understand.
what would happen if he didn't?
He'd be on the, a park across the road.
Well, that's
Well.
what needs. That's clearly what has to happen.
Maybe that's what he needs to. Exactly, that's what needs to happen.
but
You know,
then
in
you have-
dog training, hold on. In dog training, we dog trainers have a saying, and that is that we will care as much as the dog owner cares, but not more. Because if you care more than they do, then you do all the work, and that's not possible. You can't keep them out of trouble if they won't help you.
Plus, it's not your dog.
Could you put me big? Could you pot me up here? Because Clyde's being a little baby, and he says I have to rub the mug on camera, or he won't come. There you go, Clyde. Come on now, don't be a baby. Get in here.
Come on, Clyde.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, baby.
Let's do this.
Come on, Clyde. I stay.
Clyde.
Get on the channel. It's I
Clyde,
stay.
Clyde,
Pay homage
Clyde,
to the pontiff.
Clyde. We want Clyde.
Blue Shirt, I missed you. You know that? I really, out of all the cardinals and treacherous snakes there, I really missed you.
Well, this is because Blue Shirt is
the
nice
most.
to you on a consistent basis, except for when the rancher texts him.
Hello,
You have
Rancher.
to rub the mug on camera.
Well, I
That's
did.
the rule.
He did.
Wait.
Wah.
Why'd you guys come on? I was enjoying watching him flail and flounce.
Oh my God! I don't know what went wrong, guys. Why, guys? Why won't you come on when I need you to?
We're-
Because you needed us
It's
to.
the struggle. It's a struggle. It's a struggle that counts.
Clyde, what do you think about the new line of Savron flavored mouthwashes? We've got Hooker, we've got Crack Whore, we've got Long Time, we've got Short Time. Like, we're going to come out with, they're like salad dressings. Collect them all.
It's a carrot.
You know what? They should come in like souvenir bottles that are shaped like different women.
Now, actually, there should be another flavor. Like, it should be entitled, I just got my noodles slurped, and it should be more of a cream.
Cream of some young guy. Speaking of Mackenzie, where the heck is he?
Ron, we had a great time there. We had a great time. The food was amazing, wasn't it?
Well, one of you did. Who paid?
What do you mean who paid? You know who paid.
I don't understand, Sovereign. You've got to put your money away. Rule when you go out with me, we do never tip. If you want to tip, you can give me the change.
What?
And when we've got friends, Andrew wanted to meet you. Let him chip in. He pulled out 40 to give you. Just take it, okay? And if you don't want it, you just say to him.
It's the Australian way, Arch.
Sovereign, you say.
You people from the Ukrainian have got it wrong.
Why don't you give that to the pontiff? That's what you should have said to the little whippersnapper. It is money out. Just give it to the pontiff.
He claims to be from the Ukraine, but his family originally came from the Greek island of Minos.
You've got to say to him, Sovereign. Next time you say to him. Just give that to the pontiff.
The first time...
It was all there! It was all just ready to take. I even had my hand out.
Of course
because I tipped last time.
When do you not have your hand out? And your hand's not even a hand, it's a hoof.
You know what?
Hello, Lewis!
Hi, man.
Lewis! You know what? The new altar boy, thank God. You know...
Lewis, things are bad. They're really bad. It's a disaster.
Lewis, I have a question for you, Lewis.
Yeah.
Now, when Archie goes out to a restaurant and they bring him the check, do they like slam it down on one of his horns like they do on one of those big spindles at the cash register?
Mark's on fire.
Man.
I'm just wondering if you've ever been to Australia. It's part of the Commonwealth.
These super chats coming, guys.
Yeah.
I wish I'd been to Australia, Mark, but unfortunately not.
It's part of the Commonwealth. I mean, you know, you can get in easily. Just flash a picture of the Queen.
Oh, true. Very true. You know
Lewis,
what?
It's a disaster. It's a disaster. It's gone bad, Lewis.
What's happened, man?
It's all gone pear-shaped.
I had to bribe him to go and get his new place because let's leave it till next week. I said, mate, you don't have any time. We've got to get this done. No, I'm paying extra money for. I said, mate, when you're dealing with insanity, it's just so hard.
We know. We know.
We do it on a nightly basis.
You know, chip off the old block.
It sounds to me like a tragic case of burying his head in the sand.
Guys, I need.
Well, you know, when your head is buried in the sand, you know what's sticking up.
Yankee Doodle, $2.
Yankee Doodle. Should Patek consider putting a plastic rotor?
Yankee Doodle, was that for the kids? Yankee Doodle, was that for the kids?
For the kids.
For the kids.
Guys, I don't know what to do anymore, okay? I don't know what to do. What can I do?
Archie, do you think the young fella's got an addictive personality like yourself?
How am I addicted personality? Am I a hoarder?
No, well,
Yes.
I believe there's a fly stuck to your head. You know, you have to air
what to say anymore, guys. What do I say anymore? Tell me this.
Well,
I suppose now might be the time to stop saying anything, Arch, I think.
I'm just going to make a quick phone call.
Well, you've got a bit of a backyard. Why don't you just pitch a tent out there?
I'm just going to make a quick phone call. You can stay on air there.
Yeah.
Someone else is taking me out for lunch.
Of course they are.
Of course.
Now, Lewis, young Lewis.
Don't forget to tip him for showing up.
We're going to give you advice. If you ever go to lunch with Archie, keep your noodle to yourself. He is likely to try and put his mouth on your noodle.
Hey, just checking it's all real.
And he will not drive you to your hotel unless you call Uber first. And he's working the Uber app.
So, you got the address?
Stupid chat.
Yep.
Of course.
Hey, that's beautiful.
Of course, he enjoys noodles.
We have a saying in
It's not expensive. I don't want to go to expensive joints, you know?
We have a saying in Australia
that's
about a person like Archie. Archie is that mean that he wouldn't shout if a shark bit him.
I've had a few problems with my son and that.
Nobody knows what that means, but let's throw another shrimp on the barbie and talk about it.
We'll meet you at 12 there. I'll be there at 12.
In Australia, to shout someone means that you buy them lunch or you buy them a meal or you buy them a round of beers.
Oh, okay.
That's what it means.
See, here it means you yell
so,
at them.
Archie wouldn't shout if a shark bit him.
Super chat.
Yankee Doodle.
So it's basically a pun on an expression that none of us know.
Yankee Doodle, $5. AC3, would you consider slurping?
I have a question for you, Stavron. What's in that? What's in popcorn?
This is for the kids.
Go on, Mark.
What's in the butter? the popcorn butter? Why is popcorn?
Okay, well, okay.
Why is it so good at
So-
the movie theater?
I can tell you this. All right, so worldwide, popcorn is not popped in butter because butter is a dairy product, and if it was popped in butter and it kept in a heated container, it would go rancid. So it is a
Oil.
complete fallacy that popcorn is popped in butter. Popcorn,
Hello?
around Australia,
Oh.
around the world.
Oh, I got dragged into another Archie live stream. I killed the sound so he wouldn't drown out the call.
Oh, Clyde, we hear you loud and clear. Savron is
good.
about
I'm
to
so
tell us
glad
the
to hear that,
secret.
man.
I want to know the secret.
Good.
All right, anyway, so getting back to it, popcorn is popped in RCD, so it's refined, cleansed, and deodorized coconut oil. The reason it is coconut oil is because popcorn to pop has to have a very high temperature, and any other oil would come up to a flash point, and it would
RCD
auto-ignite.
makes it sound
So
like it's been
coconut oil is one of the
previously
most.
Coconut
No,
oil.
refined, cleansed,
Super
and
chat.
deodorized coconut oil,
Yeah.
and that has a
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That we
Oh,
need to do that to
Yankee
Archie.
Doodle, $2. Don't cry for me, Argentina. This is for the kids.
Listen, can we RCD Archie? Can we refine him, cleanse him, and deodorize him?
Now tell me this: why do the ice creams taste different in a movie theater?
Super chat.
Because
because they're hand pressed by a maiden's bosom.
Stan the man, $2
she's
Arch.
been licking them.
What do you think of the Breitling Super Ocean A17391?
God.
Wait a minute. I just might have no time to hydrate. Hold on.
A17391. Breitling. And it's I've had one of these. Actually.
Simply the best.
I've actually had one of these. I had a yellow one. Let's get this baby up on the screen. Gonna try and give some value here.
It was the Golden Showers edition. Very
And
limited.
you know what? It's actually a great watch.
The Russian hooker edition.
Great everyday beater.
Oh, wait, sorry, that was the first
ETA
one.
unit. Great watch. Great little watch. Buy it cheap, and you'll never
Get that, the first wife?
go bad.
The yellow.
Rancid popcorn. We've got rancid popcorn. I want to know about the ice creams. Hey,
Well,
Savron, I got a question for you.
yes.
Have
So
you
getting
ever
back to
caught
the popcorn, we
anyone
haven't finished it. It's the
bootlegging
Yeah, go on.
videos, coming in with a video recorder recording the whole movie?
We toss them right out.
oh Christ, yes, yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
say to them?
just take the device off them and by the scruff of the collar and use their head through the exit door.
Mm-hmm.
And do you give the camera back?
No.
Pull the film out of it.
You don't?
So
What are they
about
going to go to the? What are they going to go to the cops and say I was illegally photographing a film inside?
True.
Have you? How many cameras have you kept that way?
He sells them
Oh.
on Gumtree.
Dozens.
Well, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, and what do they say when they do it? Like, how
Well, not
long
so
ago?
much in recent times when we're running an art house cinema, but when I was running a mainstream cinema, yeah, dozens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me that
How do you
background. I'm
catch
going to
them?
puke
How do you
in
know
your
they're
mouth.
doing it? How do you know
We
they're
used to
doing
have
that?
a night vision camera we used to use. So
15
you just,
Super chat.
well, you'd be in the projection box and you use a night vision camera.
You're joking, aren't you?
Did you ever employ anybody like Bear Clooney to clean up the semen in the back row?
Toolish, $15. Arch, would you ever eat weed cookies?
You know, he didn't want the weed, but he sure will eat the cookies.
Yeah, I like sugar. I gotta tell you, man. Sorry, so did you ever catch many people filming? Savron.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
And would you ever just give them a
When I
warning?
ran a mainstream cinema, it was far more likely to happen.
Did you ever give them a warning?
No, you just walk up behind them, see what they were doing, and then you just go and you just grab the device off them. No, we just used to work in pairs. One would just grab the device and the other grab the person and roll him out through the exit door.
And how many? What's the maximum you've had in one session?
Wait, whoa. Are we talking about crack whores, or are we talking what kind of sessions? That's a very indeterminate term right there. Session.
How many have you had 2 in one session, or just
Oh,
usually
now that's
one?
getting very personal. I think
well,
he's married.
you've got to look at it a period over a day. You work in
Clyde dropped the phone right in the toilet.
you work in an 8-screen complex, and there's 6 sessions per day.
Yeah.
So
You
you've got
definitely need a
48
bear-
sessions per day.
You definitely need a
the
bear
chance of
climber.
having a few in a day is.
Clooney, get them up. There's something sticky on lane 4.
Super
Is
chat.
it Super Chat?
Yankee Doodle.
I don't know why Mark's fascinated. Super chat.
Yankee
Yankee
Doodle.
Doodle, $5. My 3-watch meal deal hunger buster for 2021. Rolex sub date pre-ceramic. Zenith
I can help you there.
Chronomeister 38 mil.
Mm.
Lange 1815 38 mil honey gold. Thoughts?
I got your pre-ceramic sub, buddy.
Mm.
Text me.
Mm.
That's a
Okay,
trifecta,
combo.
Yankee Doodle.
I don't
Those
see
are
what's
3
wrong
great
with that.
watches.
That's everything.
Yep.
What more do you want?
Now, Dave Coffey, could you tell Archie how great it is to have a modern Rolex?
Yeah, considering
is
that
really
everybody
nice.
on the show has one except Archie.
Even me.
It is really nice when a new model comes out, and within 2 weeks of it coming out, your authorized dealer calls you and says, "Would you like it?" You know, that's a good feeling.
So
How
you're
did you
not
get
what?
onto that? How did you manage that? That's very.
I believe I'm called a preferred customer.
Well, now
How many?
Now is that the same thing as a non-bogan?
mind you, David, now you've been on the show, that might all change.
Could
Yeah.
be, yeah.
True.
Super chat.
Sam Waltham, £2. Guys, thoughts on the Planet Ocean 39.5 mil in blue? It ain't no Submariner.
How would you know?
It's run its day, the Planet Ocean. Planet Ocean was hot in the 90s. It's
They're
run its
okay.
day.
I don't mind the Planet Ocean. It's okay.
Super chat.
Stan the man. Here we go. $5. Arch. Thanks, Arch. I bought the Breitling. Now looking to buy Edox Geoscoop limited edition. 130th anniversary 07000002-3-C1. It's cheap. What do you think?
Us.
Edox is garbage. You know this? Garbage! Anything Edox is garbage.
Are you sure? I haven't seen it on the channel. Now, actually, I have a Rolex question for Dave. Now, Dave, have you had a Bluesy before? If you had any pre-ceramics?
Mr. C, $1. And Aunt G, should Rolex make the GMT 41 mils? Ooh, good question. I'd say no. No, leave it as it is.
Archie, if you mind, Rolex owners are talking. Now, Dave, have you had any other Bluesies before this current one?
Yes, I had the 116613 ceramic.
Okay, was that early or late in production?
2019.
Hey, Clyde, you know, now that the owners of modern Steel Sports Rolexes are talking, remind me again which one you have.
Well, I've got the Datejust 41 Blue Romans.
All right, that'll do. Is that Steel Sports though? Wait a minute, that's
no,
that's in the professional category. No, it's in the not in the professional category.
Classic. It's in the classic category.
The classic. Which one of the professionals do you have?
Modern professionals? I don't have any modern professionals.
All right.
But I do have
Mark. Oh, low blow, Mark. Low blow.
Well, he's well loaded up with the old ones, but it was just that he mentioned, modern to the
hey, that Blue Romans is a 2019 model. So anyway, Dave,
it's very classic, just not professional.
I'm unprofessional. So anyway, Dave,
you are a professional.
Now, Dave, I was actually
stupid. Chat.
Oh wait.
Evan Hogenkamp, $2. What percent off MSRP must you get shooter for?
Jesus, like 25, 30, and you're not going to get it.
You're not going to. They're just nasty. They're not going to give you nothing. Nothing.
So, Dave, how do you think the old one compares to the new one?
Well, like I was saying, so it wears pretty different on the wrist. The old one's a little bit top heavy compared to how the new one lays, and the 72-hour power reserve is kind of even with my root beer, so that's I can take it off and leave it for the weekend, and then
You
come
could,
back.
or you can leave it on.
Okay, guys, we have to get off now. Okay. Whoa. Oh wait,
He's
fuck,
back.
he's coming back. All right.
God,
anyway,
Clyde,
anyway.
we love Archie. We love Archie.
Oh, you missed your
I
chance,
don't
Clive.
believe this, David. David, you got rid of your 2019 116613 to get the 2020.
Well, here's what I was
No,
saying.
I didn't get rid of it. I just bought the 126613.
Are you going to keep both? Are you going to sell one, or what's the go?
David's.
I think I'll hang on to both.
Good idea.
David holds his own.
Do you ever? Yeah, no, that's amazing.
Well, he needs to get a girlfriend.
Are they different enough to justify keeping two, long term?
Well, I mean, they're different enough to me in how they wear. So I kind of wear one that already has the scratches on it that I've worn for a year. Then I wear the other one less frequently that I just got.
Now, Dave, what I was telling Blue Shirt earlier is, I think you guys both made an uncanny good choice in going after that one, because I think everyone's going after the sub date, everyone's going after the no date, everyone's, of course, killing each other for the Cermet. But I think being the first in line for the new Bluesy was probably the wise bet.
Plus, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
It truly is.
I gotta be honest
It
with you.
is beautiful.
Now, speaking of colours, Archie.
Yes.
Speaking of colours, Archie has always been predicting they're going to release an orange Submariner. He's been predicting this for 9 years now, and it hasn't happened. What's going on, Potter?
The Jaffa, the GMT, the Jaffa GMT.
Why the
Jaffa.
orange?
Because I love Jaffas. You know Jaffas? They go well with carpet beetles on the
Yeah,
carpet.
but the Planned Ocean took the orange watch.
Yeah, you're right. I got to tell you this. My dream collection, if I could have any watches, okay, so let's just say four or 5 piece combo. This is for a middle class man, not some rapper or some, superstar. I would say this. Number one, I tell you what I would want. I reckon, the best things to keep is this. The 5196.
Whisk.
The 6006.
Plastic water pump.
I'd love a the new two-tone Bluesy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I would love a Speedy, the new big box Speedy, right?
Yep.
I don't need the stupid Snoopy. I don't need any of this gimmicky crap, right? So, 2 Pateks, a Bluesy, new Bluesy, a Speedy, and I just need one more watch, one more.
The Reverso.
Now, Archie, would you get
The Reverso.
Would you get the brand new Bluesy, or would you get a prior model for a discount?
Well, I don't think you'll get a discount on a prior model.
Yeah, they're running like
They're a little bit cheaper.
not much, maybe $500 to $1,000 less than what retail for the new Bluesy is. They're neck and
I
neck.
honestly think, I gotta be honest with you, I honestly want to completely revamp my collection. I'm not going to do it now. We've got to wait for this thing to get COVID to get over. But yeah. I honestly, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I would love a Bluesy.
A brand new one or a prior edition?
No, brand new.
So, David, which one do you like?
Save it. Sell it now.
David, which one do you like better? Do you like the new one or the previous gen?
He's one of the only people who could really answer this question. David is one of the only men on the planet.
So. I do like the new one better. It wears much better on the wrist. I do like the longer power reserve, and the dial is just better on the new one. And the gold pops more on the new one.
Yeah.
David, is your previous Bluesy a ceramic or an aluminium bezel?
No, he had a
ceramic. 2019.
Is your previous Bluesy a ceramic or an aluminium bezel?
It was a 2019.
Ceramic, Savron. Ceramic. Last year's watch.
Yeah, so I've bought 2 Bluesies in 2 years.
Both ceramics.
Correct.
This is America. We don't go for alu minimum. We go for alu maximum.
2 blue ball bruises.
can wear one on each hand.
You going to keep them both, Dave, or are you
Aluminum.
going to you going to sell the 2019?
I think I'll keep them both.
He just said. Where were the hell? He just said he was going to keep them both.
Okay, I was on a phone call, so.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd been on the channel too long.
Oh, there you go.
I believe Blue Shirt has some kind of like resistance or immunity.
It'll pass.
Yeah. Eventually he'll get like tape.
So, Lewis, how's the money problems going?
A little bit better, man. I've sold a few things, not many watches, but I saw that I had a Mont Blanc pen. I've got two for some reason, so I sold one of those. So I got a bit of money from that, and just loads of work. And man, just delivering the pizzas tonight, doing the music yesterday. So try to do as much work as possible. I've got a bit of
man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Yeah, I'm definitely not one of those people who avoids work.
Can you get a premium now on anything you sell, since you're now on the international YouTube celebrity channel?
I doubt it, man. If anything, it's probably gone the reverse, hasn't it? It's probably went in the reverse.
Yep.
But But yeah, I've got a bit of a flu at the minute, and I was worried it was COVID, but it's not. So
how do you know?
No, okay. Archie, are you still there?
I'm here. Of course I am.
God damn it!
No,
All right.
he's
Come on,
shot
Lewis,
through.
tell us the secret. How do you know?
Because we've all got it. My whole family's got it, and
No temperature.
Had a test. No temperature, no cough, just runny nose and stuff.
Well, now I recommend that you do the following, just as a loving gesture to your family. Next time everybody's gathered in the living room, make a really big fart and just tell them it's a COVID health check.
NY Punter, $2. Archie, have you been for a hand release since COVID? No, I can't afford nothing, man.
COVID health check.
Nothing.
Can you smell that? Oh, if you can smell that, you're okay.
Omega Money Clip is still up for sale. I've got a lot of things on eBay at the moment. A pocket watch, but I know none of us like pocket watches.
Which one? What kind?
It's just a cheap one, to be honest, Mark. It's a Swiss movement, but it's just like kind of a pretty much a fashion brand with a Swiss movement in it, called Dalvey. It's from Scotland. Have you ever heard of the watch brand Michael Herbelin? Michael Herbelin?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, made in
Garbage.
France. Yeah, I've got one of those up for sale at the minute that I got
They're
a long time
very
ago.
good. They're very good.
No, they're not.
Very good low value product, you know?
Yeah,
they're great.
They're
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
They're all right. They're not anything special, let's be honest. But they're, just stuff like that. Just stuff I never use. But I don't want to sell any good watches, you see. So it's a combination of work and selling things I don't use that hopefully will. I'm selling a piano as well
Good
that I don't
move.
use anymore.
What sort of piano?
Get rid of the junk. If you haven't used it for 2-3 years, move it out.
You know,
Exactly.
Lewis, I don't know
Yeah.
why it ever occurred to you to join the marching band with a piano in the first place. That was just like a bad idea.
Especially this one, Mark. It weighs about 30 tons as well. It's a
What sort
disaster.
of piano is it?
It's a Yamaha piano. It's the heaviest thing I've ever picked up in
Upright?
my life. No, it's a stage piano, so it's electric, but a very, very high quality one's worth about 5,000 quid. That's what it was at retail.
Good
So
on you.
it's a lot of money, but I
So
don't
why are you
use it
selling it?
because I haven't used it in about 2 years because it's so heavy I can't get it to a gig, and I've got about 3 others, so it's just becoming a bit of a pointless thing, you see. So I can get a good price for that. So I'm thinking about selling that. I've got one person interested in it, but it's a funny time to buy musical instruments when nobody's allowed to play them.
You should plug your music channel. This kid is extremely talented.
I was going to do an interview with him, but he's never come back to me.
Unfortunately,
Extremely.
nobody's watching, so.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
yeah.
no.
Good move,
You
Lewis.
took Archie-
Good move.
You
Archie
took
hasn't
Archie
posted
right.
anything on his channel for 4 months.
Yeah. No, to be fair, Archie mentioned one of my songs on his stream the other day, and I had a lot more people listen than usual, actually. So even that made a difference, actually.
Yeah. What's the name of your channel, just so people can look it up?
It's called the channel I put original music is called David Lewis, and the I put covers on one called Lewis, and then just the letter C.
Lewis is LEWIS for you heathens.
Super chat.
Exactly.
Super chat. Here we go, guys. Yankee Doodle, Yankee Doodle, Yankee Doodle. $2. Would you consider 6 identical pianos?
You used to have a good piano, Archie. That Kauai is a good piano.
I still got that.
Oh, you still got it? I thought you got rid
Yeah,
of it.
baby grand piano.
Very, very good.
Mm.
They're nice. They're okay. Look. A Steinway is amazing, but
They're
at
not
the price
amazing.
point. Sorry.
There is one problem with them. They sound amazing, but they're not very nice to play. They've got a very it's what you call an action when you play piano. They're not actually very easy to play. They just sound amazing. Whereas makers like Yamaha and Kauai just come out of the factory playing really well.
They're very. Yeah, that's what you're not the first person to say that. That's quite interesting. Yeah. Because I just bought it, to plonk it in the lounge room and film bids. But,
Archie's a regular Tchaikovsky.
Yeah.
Archie, please spell Tchaikovsky for us.
Yeah, and because I had that argument with the piano player, and we don't talk anymore. You know about that, don't you?
He's my hero.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's a video somewhere.
Yeah, he got a bit. Look, we were friends for a while. We were really close, and then it all went pear-shaped. I can't keep friends. I can't keep friends or money. That, and Sobron will leave eventually.
So Archie, who plays the piano?
Whoa! Not only will he leave, he'll have to create a restraining order, which is usually the way.
Sobron will leave me. He'll leave me at
with
the
a restraining order, which is the way this usually goes.
I can tell you now. I can see it in that man's eyes. Sobron's going to abandon me. It's only nice for so long. Next time, Sobron, when Andy pulls out the money, you say, just give that to the pontiff.
Well,
that's what you should have said.
Give it to
you said,
Archie.
Oh, no,
give him
I'll
the money.
pick it up. Sorry?
That's because Archie could tell because Sovereign was looking away while Archie was sucking his noodle.
Let me say to you, Sovereign, I was angrier than a cinema owner who says to his wife, let's get an ice cream each. She goes, no, what's your weight? You say, no, come on. Because, that's where the money is. It's selling stuff at the movies, okay?
Come on, Archie, you got a free meal. You must be happy.
So
the rules are now when you're with the pontiff, you must feed him, and you must not give the tip to the restaurant. You must give the tip to Archie.
She drives a Maserati. She drives a Maserati. Come on.
But Archie, but hang on, but your whole lifestyle is on getting tips from the punters, and you're saying don't give them.
Don't give them to anyone but me.
Oh,
there's a difference. Yeah, okay, thank you, Sobron. This is why we haven't been seeing eye to eye. Okay, thank you.
Savron, it's lose-lose, Savron. It's lose-lose.
Do you understand? Instead of giving her the tip, I'll take it. Do you not understand that?
Archie, maybe if you slurped his noodle a little better, he'd give you the tip.
There you go.
But you see, when we first went in, you were the pontiff, and they didn't even turn the air conditioning on. After we gave them the tip, the next time we went, they saw me, air conditioning straight on in a snap and a heartbeat.
You know what? I've thought about this, Archie.
Because they know where the money's coming from.
It's not from me.
He didn't even reach for his wallet, did he, Savron?
I didn't even bring my wallet, let alone reach for it. Jesus Christ!
The only thing Archie brought was his appetite.
There you go.
To tell you the truth, Archie had finished his 3 courses before we even got into our soft drink.
Now, actually, what watch was Archie wearing?
Archie was wearing his girl-sized gold Patek.
Yeah, and you didn't even like it. Did Andy loved it?
No, the leather band was as sticky as the tabletop, honestly.
I see.
Hey, Arch, I've just got a few subscribers in there from talking about there. One of them is hang on, hot milfs24.online.
Yeah.
You're awesome milfs, I should say. So they're thank you for that.
You don't know what you're missing out on, Lewis.
Now, does Archie like milfs, gilfs, or lilfs?
Pulse. Anything with a pulse. That's my motto as well.
I'll do anything.
Hmm.
Well,
You do it with someone with leprosy as long as they left the tip behind.
just remember, no mouth to mouth. No mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
No kiss of life.
Yeah.
Not unless you're hungry.
A lady boy with leprosy, as long as you left the tip behind, Archie, you'd be
Not
happy.
unless you're hungry.
Savage Ron.
Yeah, Clive just got it. Clive just got it. You might have to explain that one to Archie.
We don't have enough time. Anyway, so Archie, when do you think you'll travel again?
I don't see. me
Australia's locked
traveling
down. They're not allowed to
soon.
travel. We hardly are either, but they're not. They're like really much more savagely locked down than we are. But they have a lot less cases than we do.
Well, they got a lot less people than we do.
No, but per 100,000,
Right.
statistically, we're a disaster compared to them.
Mm.
But that being said, their government did things that, like our government, like I don't know if our government could get away with.
As usual, the UK government are a disaster. So as it stands at the minute, it's legal for me to go to Italy, but I can't visit my next door neighbour.
Unless they're Italian.
Well, yeah, and that's the rules, Mark. But you're allowed to travel abroad to most countries, but you can't go and visit somebody next door. And
No,
you know what I mean?
no. Do you have COVID now?
No, I don't. No,
Oh,
no,
I was
no.
gonna say maybe you could go to Brisbane right now, but never mind.
Could you blow your nose in a handkerchief and mail it to Brisbane, Australia?
Oh, I could if it was really, if it was really requested, I could.
Well, super chat $20 if
Super
you'd like
chat.
To give if you'd like to give Archie.
Super chat. We need
COVID.
any super chats. It's dying faster than. I don't know what's wrong here, guys.
If you super chat the Pontiff $20, I will send him something in the post.
They
You wanna
just
know
took
what's-
your advice, Archie. Don't tip. Don't tip.
That's for everyone except for me. Maserati's complete Italian trash.
Stupid chat.
No, she doesn't like a car. She doesn't like a car, does she? No.
Oh,
Archie tried to chat her up about the car and she didn't like it.
here we go. Stuart D, $2. Nothing like bringing your guns with you to vote. I was trying to see if she could take me for a drive in it. I wanted to go for a drive in a Maserati.
No, you didn't have the Maserati blue dial.
My
anymore.
Maserati does 185.
And that was miles
Pontiff's
per hour, not
horns are too
kilometers.
large now. It don't drive.
That was a
Lucia,
great
have you-
song.
It was.
Lucia, have you ever had a US president who everybody liked?
Never. Not even
I don't
George
think we-
Washington.
George
Actually, most people like George Washington. He was
Just
elected unanimously.
Even Churchill got voted out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes,
and then he
that's
got voted back in though, Mark,
that-
and then
yes, he
caused a
did.
disaster.
Correct.
Yeah, but Churchill wasn't a U.S. president, Mark.
Well, what I'm saying is there is no hero that appeals to everybody.
Correct.
Apparently, Churchill was an extreme racist as well.
He had a
But-
thing. He had a thing against Aussies, Pommies.
It was a different time, but Lewis, it was a different
Yeah, true.
time.
Very
You-
true,
you-
very true.
You
know,
can't
I
judge
can't-
in history by today's standards, Lewis. Honestly, you've had
times
to.
are a lot.
Yeah.
Times are a lot different now. That's why Archie had to spend like 4 different live streams apologizing for the things that he said. Times are different
Like
now.
if you go back
In the good old days, you didn't even
the
apologize.
Democrats were pro-slavery, and then they had a Barack Obama as a president.
In the good old days, you didn't even have to apologize, right, Arch?
I just want
That's
to point out
right.
the modern presidents with the 2 highest approval ratings were both had the last name of Bush. One was at 90 and one was at 89 at points in their presidency.
Well, the first one got resoundingly defeated by a Democrat in his second term. He got like carried out on a rail, and the second one was handily reelected in his second term. So I'll give you half right on that one.
My favorite president was Nixon. I like Nixon.
Nixon was so smart. Tricky Dicky was a very, very smart.
That's what I
smart
was going to say. Archie just
Okay.
like Tricky Dick.
He was really, really bright guy, and it was just a shame that he was a paranoid nutball, because he did do a lot of things that he started the EPA. I mean, that was basically when the Republicans could work with Democrats and vice versa. Nixon started the EPA. He lowered the speed limit to 55. He did a lot of things to try and fight inflation. He froze wages and prices. He opened China to balance them against the Russians. He was very, very bright, but he is the kind of guy who would be run out of the Republican Party today. He wasn't conservative enough.
Hey man, have you heard that Bush Jr. was received quite a lot of treatment for alcoholism before he was elected as well?
Well, he never made any bones about that.
Yeah,
he was quite open about that.
The kind of thing though in the UK, in the UK you would be destroyed in the press for that. Like it would probably stop you from being able to be president.
We love a rags to riches story, or in his case, a riches to riches story.
Yeah.
But we like tales of redemption. We like that. This is the kind of place.
The Americans love redemption. They do.
Yeah.
So do you think it's going to be a third time a charm for Biden? Because it's his third shot at the top job.
Reagan ran 3 times, and then he was elected. I mean,
but he's got better hair now. His hair transplant and his hair plugs look better than what they did the previous runs.
Yeah, I like him. I think
you're a Biden. You're a Biden man.
Right, well, I think most people are. I think he'll win the popular vote, which means that most people are in favor of Biden. But we'll know that before.
What knocked him off back in the 80s was the plagiarism speech. Remember, he took an English politician's speech and he basically did it word for word.
Listen, but now you can get elected when you're on tape saying "grab them by the pussy," and when you had heel spurs since you didn't go to Vietnam. I mean, so basically the bar has been lowered so low that it literally doesn't matter what you've done. Doesn't matter. And
so basically, he's done for the presidency what Archie's done for YouTube watch channels.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah. So now it doesn't matter. They say he sniffs women's hair. Well, that's okay. Let's call him a sex criminal. Well, there's one in the White House. It's clearly that's okay now.
Someone said
I
to me,
still love you, Marky.
Well, good. I love you too.
I'm a Trump man, but I still love you.
Well, I know,
okay?
but you can't vote, and I'm in Chicago, which means I get to vote 3 times, and so do my dogs.
Let it be known that I'm moderately fond of all of you.
Come on,
Sovereign. This half-hour show is now over an hour.
Sovereign,
mind you, Sovereign. Their Democrats are more right-wing than our liberal conservative party, aren't they?
Now, Sovereign.
Oh, that's true.
Next time
Ranger,
you have
go ahead.
I would love for you to give the waitress the most generous tip ever seen in that restaurant.
All 3 inches.
Look, I don't think it's that type of restaurant, Clive, because honestly, footwear and sleeves in a man's shirt are optional when you go there. Yeah. Optional, yeah. It's not a high-class joint. It's not.
Footwear optional? Maybe
it's high class for me.
Maybe that's where the toe fungus comes from.
Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this baby up. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I will see you.
Thanks, David. Thanks, Mark.
See you later.
Thanks,
David.
Thanks, Clive. Thanks, Archie.
Soon.
All right, thanks for
unemployed vlogs. That's what we want to see, Archie. Unemployed vlogs.
Yeah, that's what you're in. You're in the unemployed vlogs, and I've also got Truck Tire Glenn in there.
Listen to Glenn sing. I mean, Lewis.
He's got a great deal on Vietnamese and Indian truck tires.
They're square.
All right.
Just between you and me, guys, no one else is watching this. But, Glenn, he came back to me and said, someone's suing me. Something went wrong with some of the Chinese tires, right? And he's had to close that company down.
Shocking.
Pull all the video. Glenn he's got a Rolls Royce and a Bentley. The guy is a survivor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it has Crown Royal tires on it. It's got American tires.
But I love the names they have on Chinese truck tires. They're called, like Double Happiness and Flying Coin and Triple Fantasy.
And you're gonna die, motherfucker.
Anyway.
Speed